G'day. So here's a super fast way of recording riffs, and I've seen a lot of guys online record riffs where they do like one rhythm track and then go to the next track and record the same thing. Then when they go to the next track, they use like a punch in and they try to time it so it's so the way that I do it is just one take, and I try to just nail that riff, and I focus in entirely on that, and I do it for a good minute straight or so. And I'll just basically show you how I do it. First of all, I turn off the amp sim because I want to be able to hear the squeaks in my fingers, or if I'm hitting a dead note, or if I didn't pluck as hard as I should have. And also just like the latency is just like super immediate, so you know that you're nailing the timing. And then I just turn it on afterwards to hear how it sounds. But yeah, I'm going to be using the grid. It's the same method as everyone else. I'm just using the grid, but I'm going to do the riff one at a time, like one bar, stop, and then do it again over and over and over. And then I'm just going to look at the waveform to see which one was the most precise and clean. So I'll just get it going and I'll show you how I do it. I'm going to run this simple slam riff for like 16 bars or so. So now I can put down the guitar and really focus on one thing at a time here. So what I'm looking for is how close I got on the start of that riff and how close I got on the end of it. That was a pretty good one. That's pretty usable. Let's see how this looks. That one's pretty good. See, this one I started a little late. You can see there that there's like a half a millisecond off kind of thing, and that's not going to loop properly. So the first take was actually pretty good. Let's see if it loops. Will it loop? It's like a game show. Oh yeah, here's a little trick. Instead of cutting it like this and putting it like that, I leave it on. Leave that one bar on, and then I blend the two together so that you don't get that kind of immediate jump. So let's hear if it loops. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So now what I can do is duplicate this. I select everything, and then I hold control and drag over to where I need and the amount of times I need that. So if I want to duplicate that even more, what I can do is just keep duplicating the numbers, so I can just have it going on for as many times as I need. Super simple, super fast with Reaper, and just gets the job done. So that's like, say, 16 or whatever bars, and now I can focus on the next riff, and I don't have to think about if this riff was good enough or whatever. I know that it's perfectly on time because I've scientifically analyzed the waveform and looked at it with the grid and the precision of where it lands. So I know that it's quantized pretty much. I don't have to touch that either with any edits or anything. I don't have to move over this bar a little bit. It's okay that it's not exactly on the grid, but that's pretty damn close. And the kind of millisecond difference between each left and right track is gonna make it sound more natural to the ear and kind of fill it in. And like if you were to just copy and paste the exact same riff left and right, it sounds kind of thin and like not as loud actually. But yeah, when you add another guitar that's emphasizing certain elements slightly different here and there, it adds up to a fuller sound. So yeah, that's all there is to it. It just gets you to the point of songwriting, and you don't have to get bogged down with having to play the entire song perfectly at this point. You're just trying to get the ideas out. You can worry about playing it correctly after you've jammed with your band and you've rehearsed the song a million times. When you go to an actual studio and you do it there, or when you're ready to record at home or whatever, you can do it in a more thorough way, like you play the riff the amount of times that you actually do it. But then it sounds more natural and not just like robotically looped. But for all intents and purposes, at this stage, you're just trying to give it to your bandmates and see how they can jam on it and come up with different ideas. And you're just developing the song at this point, so you don't want to get too crazy with taking months and months to write one song kind of thing. You can bang out a song doing this method in 15 minutes, no problem. If you know what you're doing, if you have the riffs in your mind already, if you've jammed them out already, then you can just record and cut and paste. You're done. 15-20 minutes, no problem. It's not like hours and hours. So that's everything. Have a good one. Thank you.